If there's a sports card you need, this is the place. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Welcome into the True Sports Card Show. Thanks for joining us this morning. If you're new to the show, and even if you're not, this show is for you. This show is for you if you've ever injured the inside of your mouth on stale pink gum. If you've ever wondered why every blaster you've ever bought has no Wimbies but lots of Lou Dorts. I mean, lots of Lou Dorts. Hey, here's another Lou Dort. If you've ever felt your heart soar when you've unwrapped an auto card only to have it come crashing back to earth with the realization, I've never really heard of Zayd Lowry. Nothing against Zayd Lowry, but
we're working
That's-
through a therapy session for Whitey right now.
That's the auto card? But this show is also for you if you've ever felt all your happy childhood memories rushing back every time you look at your favorite Willie Mays, Joe Montana, or C-Web card. And speaking of favorites, let's bring him in. The king of cardboard,
Hey,
the Sultan of slabs, the Wizard of wax. Without him, there is no True Sports Card Show. Without him, there's no True Sports Card Shop. Emran Pilati.
Hey, here I am. Hey, everybody. Hey.
Holy cow.
Holy cow, we're here.
Emran, how much for my Zayd Lowry auto?
All right, let's give him the origin story of this. I brought a mega box of Bowman Chrome University for you.
Yeah.
And you opened it on air.
Mm-hmm.
You were excited because you're not guaranteed an autograph. And again, refresh us with the name of your autograph that you pulled.
Yes, it was. And actually, I think you pulled it, right?
Nope.
Oh,
You did.
opened one pack, I thought.
I did.
Yeah.
Did not get that.
Yeah. Zayd Lowry, Marquette guard. Nothing against Zayd Lowry.
Zayd Lowry.
Very nice, yeah.
You looked up his stats. You were pretty excited. 4 points a game.
Well, he's a youngster.
Averaging 15 minutes a game.
Coming into his own.
You never know.
Marquette.
You never know. You know, there was a guy that nobody knew who this guy was, and his name was Giannis, and then they would butcher his last name.
Really?
Yeah, he was drafted like 14th or 15th in a draft in 2013. You just never know.
Okay.
You just never know.
How much you give me for it?
How much would I give you for it? So I gave you the box. You opened it. Now you want to sell me back the thing that I gave you as a gift.
It's a question. It's just a question.
Yeah, it's not working out too well. We've got Peg Junk in the chat. We've got Seekins 4 on the chat. He says, luckily, I never bought any blasters thanks to Whitey's takes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do as I say, not as I do, as he's said. And yeah, it's a fun little rip here this morning. We've got some stuff to talk about. Some cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We got Anthony behind the window who's playing some lo-fi music for us in the background because it always feels good.
He's asleep. He plays that music and then he's just out.
Oh, the dump button doesn't work at the moment then. It's perfect. I can say whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
We have an autograph authentication event happening in the store tomorrow. So it was a drop-off event. So if you want to drop off your items, come by the shop today. 10 to 6 we're open. We're open right now. And drop off your autographed items that have not been authenticated. Our team will be able to. I see you, Whitey. I'll call on you in just a second so you can put your hand down because it's very distracting for me. And yeah, just pay for your authentication and you'll be good to go. Picking up on Tuesday. If you have to come in tomorrow, which is Mother's Day, we're trying to prevent that. We'll be open and also we'll be taking items that day as well too. So, yes, sir. How can I help you on radio?
No, I was just wondering about the price. I don't really know till I get there, right? Because the price depends on what I'm bringing in and how much, or what size, or
we're using James Spence Authentication JSA, who's a very, very reputable.
Is that your show, right? Last year goes spring.
Yeah. Love James Spence and their team. And if you just go to SpenceLOA.com, SpenceLOA.com, that's letter of authentication, SpenceLOA.com, and look up by last name the player that you have. So, for example, if you have a Willie Mays autographed item, just look up Willie Mays. I believe Willie is going to be $25 or $50 depending on letter.
What if I got Zayd Lowry?
If you have Zayd Lowry, it's probably in the hundreds of dollars per authentication. Remember, team, as you listen to this is for the attempt of authentication. It doesn't mean it's going to guarantee to pass. It's the
yeah.
So if it's a deemed non-authentic Michael Jordan autograph, you're still paying for that. You're still paying for it because you're paying for the attempt.
I bet those people are happy.
They are not happy when it doesn't pass. So what ends up happening is our last authentication event, we had like 7 Jordans come in and only 2 passed. But they were $150 to have the attempt. So if I'm physically there, I could probably point out a few that I would say, don't do this.
Okay.
I'd probably not do this one. But again, it's up to you if you want to send it in. But again, as soon as it's authenticated and deemed valid, the value goes up.
By the way, you also, Imran, if I'm not mistaken, provide that service for people that just bring in cards for PSA grading, right? Sometimes you'll go, yeah, I mean, do what you want, but that's not going to get the high grade you think.
So Christopher Ryan is in the chat, and he says he's still waiting on authentication from December. There was an event that we did. JSA has been massively behind on getting these letters out. So if they have the sticker, then you get the card that day. Sorry to interrupt you, Whitey. I'll have you re-ask the question. I just want to make sure I address this thing with Christopher in the chat. They told me 12 to 16 weeks to get a letter from authentication. So trust me, I'm in that boat too, Chris. I have items that need authentication of letters, so I'm just as anxious from you to get that. So I would say that unless you absolutely have to get the letter, like for example, they won't do Steph Curry without a letter. But the difference between a letter is they won't put the sticker on the item to ruin it. They will, or their assumption of ruining it. But they'll send you a letter with a photo of the item.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like a notarized letter.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah. Some people are like, I'm not going to stick a sticker on a 1958 team signed Giants baseball, right? Because you're going to end up covering something or any of that. So Christopher, trust me, I'm just as frustrated on not getting those letters, but they did warn me 12 to 16 weeks, which means that it should be coming around the corner. And I'll tell you what, too, and this is just because I want to make sure people feel whole. If for some reason they're continuing to be delayed, I will take it out of my own pocket to refund the difference, because it's just not fair to the customers to wait this long. And then that will, push the envelope with JSA. But they will do the actual authentication with a sticker, and they give you the card when you pick it up on Tuesday, or, if we do the same day tomorrow.
Great.
So anyways, you asked the question. I apologize. I just saw that, so I want to make sure I address it.
Well, I know you said when people bring autos in, sometimes you can tell them, you might not want to spend the money to have that.
I won't say something's fake. Imran will not say something's fake, but I'll say, I want to save your money on that one.
But you also do that for PSA grading sometimes, right? Someone comes in and sometimes you might say, what do you think it's going to get? 9?
No, that will never happen out of my mouth or any of my employees' mouths. I want to make sure that we don't guarantee anything, but I can guarantee you when I tell you that if you're wanting a 10 or a 9 or an 8, whether or not I think that it's even realistic to hit that number. So, so we have the authentication event. Autographs start as little as $25. I could do a bulk. So if you have like 10 of the same player and you want to turn them all in, I could get down to as low as $20 per, but it has to be 10 items or more of the same player. But yeah, come and get that done. We'd love to see you over the next 2 days. Drop off your items, and then they'll be ready for pickup on Tuesday. Just give me a chance to sort them all out, making sure that we have the cards and the stickers, the items all correct. So that's what we got. You hear that? The chings? That was my eBay going. Oh. eBay's going right now. I apologize.
You got to landed a Jake LaRavia card at auction today.
There was a Jake LaRavia Leaf card that I was bidding on. I'm a LaRavia fan. Do you think he'll resign?
It seems like he wants to.
Yeah.
The signs seem to suggest he will.
He's a card guy, so it'd be great for him to come out to the shop. That'd be pretty awesome to make sure of it. Had some other news that happened today. Derek Carr retired.
Yeah.
Why, he's just shaking his head? Yes. Moving right along.
Degenerative shoulder condition. We heard that he's got something wrong with his shoulder, but it's going to preclude him from playing any more pro football.
Curious, anybody wants to guess or give their input, call in 916-339-1140 or put it in the YouTube chat or text line as well. That's fine. Let us know what you think of Derek Carr being a Hall of Famer. What's your thoughts?
That's not even a discussion. No.
It's a no.
I know. I think Colin Cowherd actually made that case, but come on. On what grounds? On what grounds is he a Hall of Famer? Nothing against Derek Carr, but come on.
There's a guy by the name of Vegas Dave. He's been around for a while. He's a gambler, a sports betting guru, an advisor, and he was into cards, and he said that the card market was going to crash. He was partially right in that standpoint, but he said if you're going to invest in anybody, invest in Derek Carr. Derek Carr, because he's going to be in Vegas. He's a low price option right now. Go for Derek Carr. And yeah, probably not a great investment.
0 playoff wins, 0 Super Bowl appearances. regular season record 57-70. I'm not trying to blast Derek Carr. I wish I had half a career like that. But the Hall of Fame, no. Come on, Aaron, no.
Yeah.
No.
It's interesting because you have players that have not won or had success in the playoffs or Super Bowl that are borderline as well. Phillip Rivers is going to come up. Is Phillip Rivers going to be considered a Hall of Famer? I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Stats probably is Matt Stafford. I mean, he's won a Super Bowl.
Sure,
but he was on a losing team for a decade before he broke through. So we have Peg Junk says Hall of very decent.
Yeah,
there's
absolutely.
a lot of players that are just kind of in that borderline, and I would tell you that the Hall of Fame football has a lot stronger criteria to get in than basketball. That's for sure.
Right. There's probably more really good football players not in the Hall of Fame than there are good baseball or basketball players.
My guy I represented for 6 years, Roger Craig. That guy should be in based on how innovative he was. He'll have some detractors on that fumble, for example, against the Giants. It's one play, it's a Buckner type play, but I would just say that there's a lot of players that should be in that just aren't. A lot of really great wide receivers should be in that aren't. Torrey Holt is an example. Herman Moore, if you look at Herman Moore's bulk stats, he's a guy.
Yeah.
I mean, the wide receivers have taken a real. Ocho Cinco might even be a borderline Hall of Famer.
The tricky thing with passers, and it also affects the receivers, of course, is some of his numbers, Derek Carr's numbers, you could stack them up, and they compare reasonably favorably with a guy like Warren Moon, although Warren Moon had the 3 playoff wins. But it was a different era.
and also,
Warren Moon played today, he'd throw 50 touchdowns a year.
Yeah, and also he'd fumble a lot more. I think him and Dave Craig were the leaders.
Little doll hands.
Were the leaders of fumbles in history.
That's right. So
shout out.
I don't
Warren.
think so. Hall of Fame, Derek Carr. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So we've got him. We got a couple of other things. If you don't mind turning that down a little bit, Anthony, we want to talk about.
I want to turn it up.
Yeah. Well, hey, turn down for what? We're going to turn down for this Mahomes commercial. Let's see if we can. Did you get that link? Could you share that? All right. So Mahomes, as you mentioned about 3 weeks ago, was announced that they're finally having Patrick Mahomes autographed items inside of Panini products. First time since 2020. You saw that. What were your thoughts on that?
First I thought I was surprised. I thought, he's going to, like everyone else, go to Fanatics. Going back to Panini, it surprised me. He said they were there at my draft party. So it surprised me a little bit.
So from 2017 to 2020, there was Patrick Mahomes items in there. And I would also say that he's changed his autograph pretty significantly since then. We'll go ahead and play the video and the audio. When you're looking at this Mahomes commercial on the YouTube or the replay, I'll tell you that he looks different. He cut his hair, by the way. It's not as floppy, mullety as it, but he looks big. He's without pads right now, and when you look at that commercial, he's muscular, really muscular. He's changed his signature for autographs. It looks like 2 snails, a P with a snail tail and a P with another snail tail. It's really weird. Really weird.
That must be easy, right? You basically do a P in a line and an M in a line.
Christopher Ryan said that there was no audio on the YouTube, so I guess that's not going to work moving forward. Let's clean this up in post production, huh?
Yeah.
I'll edit it out.
Thanks for the heads up on that.
Yeah, thanks. We're live on the radio. Can't do that.
It did go on the radio. I know that.
Okay, nothing on YouTube.
Yes.
Basically, some guy, for those who missed it, some guy going, Patrick Mahomes is really good. That's what's
yeah, you're going to see some autographs somewhere.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, we've got Mahomes autographs coming in 2025 products, which is just in time for them to lose their licensing.
Yeah. That's a curious thing.
The beginning part of 2026, right after the Super Bowl, Fanatics Topps will be getting the NFL licensing. And so Patrick may be signing in 1 year's worth of products before it goes into oblivion. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I would say this, too, for those of you that are speculating and like wax and like to sit on stuff, buy last year's stuff of this Panini product, of any product, because if Panini loses their license like they're tracking to, and you never know what may happen in the courts, this will be the final year of Panini licensed.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine having Upper Deck licensed basketball cards like it was in 2007, I think was the last time that they had. 2007.
But aren't they mass producing at the end? So
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
to maximize whatever profits are.
Yeah, because that's what they've been riding the train for the last 2 years for. But like keeping the last product of an era has some real value, because people like you and I that collected 87 tops or 72 tops, we reminisce.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to reminisce in this era of, remember when we had Panini Prisms and we call them silvers, not refractors?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. So you may want to consider that kind of stuff. All right, so we've got Mahomes autographs in there. What else we want to start talking about before we go down the line talking about Bowman, unless we're talking about Bowman now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Bowman is what we need to talk about. I'm so excited about this. Are they actually here yet? Bowman Baseball.
Bowman Baseball released on Wednesday. Topps flagship is obviously the beginning of the season. People start loving that. That's Topps Series 1. We saw that come out about a month and a half ago. And Bowman is kind of the home of the rookie card, where people go and buy the speculation on this young player to figure out if they're going to follow him during his entire career. You see some of the most expensive cards coming from Bowman. So even though like Topps Paul Skeens rookie card came in 24, his Bowman stuff is really where the value comes from, because it's at the very, very beginning of their career.
It's kind of confusing because you have all the minor league cards. You have a first card for each guy, minor league card, that they don't say rookie, they say first. Then a guy will continue to have minor league cards, but they're neither first cards nor rookie cards.
Right.
Then he makes it to the majors. Then you get the RC. By the way, speaking of, brands that went away, Bowman was first manufactured in 27. They produced baseball cards.
1927?
Yeah, in the 40s. They produced football, basketball cards. Topps bought them in 56, discontinued the brands, like, go away. We don't need the competition. Then Topps brought Bowman back in 89 with, I think,
it's oversized.
Bigger, yeah.
Yeah. So a couple things here that you mentioned. I had a 48 Bowman set that I bought raw, as in not graded, from a retired lawyer from what area was that? It was in the Bay Area. I went to his house and bought it. I sent it to get graded. It was 48 Bowman, all black and white. I think there was like 40 cards in the set. Graded all of them. Yogi Berra rookies in there. Stan Musial rookies in there. A lot of cool stuff. So that 48 Bowman was kind of the beginning. If you remember the old Beckett's, when you started looking in the Beckett, it started with 48 Bowman as one of the first cards in the sets for you to start looking in the price guide. And then obviously Bowman Color, which I believe was 53. Maybe it was before that. Pee-wee, it was the one that didn't have the name of the player on the front, but it had their signature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you'll see the Willie Mays. He's on his on one knee and he's holding a bat. It'll have their signature, their facsimile signature on it. Reason I bring that up is because Pee-wee Reese is one of the first cards ever of action, of the player in action. He's jumping over, like somebody's sliding into second base and he's doing some sort of a jump over it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so one of those few. I don't have my information in front of me. I'm going off the top of my head. But so Bowman has always been a really iconic brand. And again, in 1989, they wanted to play with some of the oversized stuff. It coincided with Ken Griffey Jr. rookie cards in 89. So Bowman's been back, but if you look at some of the most expensive cards that have been out there, it's been like the red refractor autograph of Shohei. That's out of 2018 Bowman. How about 2011 Mike Trout?
Mm-hmm.
Mike Trout might have been 10 or 11. I can't remember which one, but the Mike Trout refractor autograph orange went for like $1 million.
Let me know when you're ready for a fun fact.
Let's hear it.
Okay, Bowman also had a brand called Bologna.
Bologna, like the
Blony. They sold gum, and then they had cards that came with the gum. Bologna gum had some non-sports cards, for example, the 1938 series Horrors of War, which featured.
Wait. Before
that was the set.
Step back for a second.
Yeah, the cards.
Horrors
of War.
Okay, because if you said that fast, you would have said something very different of war.
Featuring 288 cards detailing various contemporary conflicts. I'm reading from Wiki, pardon me. The motto, to know the horrors of war is to want peace, was on each card, but kids still called it war gum.
They're all, want peace? Only piece I want is that piece of gum.
I want a piece of that war gum. Horrors of War series. I'd never heard of that before.
It's amazing some of the stuff that, I mean, that was your kid time. When did you collect as a kid? 70s?
1870s. Yes. I got a Ulysses S. Grant playing town ball. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean 1870s.
I can remember getting cards in the 60s.
Yeah.
Late 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with this Bowman, they're doing something unique and different, and I got clarification from it from my Topps manager this morning. I said, I'm going on air. I'm confused. Can you help me with this? So for those of you opening Bowman, and it's really important for you to know this, they're doing a new program called the Bowman Red Refractor.
You told us about it last week.
I think we have some audio. I think we have some audio and video on this one as well. They're going to try to explain it. I'm going to try to explain it in clarification after that because I was still confused.
This might not air on the YouTube though, right?
Well,
I have the audio up. It'll go through both.
Let's go.
Okay. From Bowman.
Whitey's a Time Lord, says Peg Jump.
An exciting new way to collect Bowman. Introducing the Bowman Red Rookie Redemption. Here's how it works. The key is to look out for these new Red RC logos. They'll be stamped on a limited number of rookie refractors and then randomly inserted into all Bowman products. Once the Rookie of the Year winners are announced, collectors holding that player's Red RC will have a limited time to redeem their card for $100 in Fanatics Fan Cash. Should they choose to, each collector can decide to trade in their Red RC or hold it. Because once your Red RC wins Rookie of the Year, you unlock additional reward possibilities as that player's career develops. If that Rookie of the Year goes on to win either an MVP or Cy Young Award, the card can be redeemed for $300 in Fanatics Fan Cash. 2 MVPs or Cy Youngs, and it goes to $500. 3 MVPs or Cy Youngs, and we're talking $700 in Fan Cash. And if your Red RC goes on to the Hall of Fame, $1,000 in Fan Cash. That's Fan Cash that can be used for more Topps trading cards, singles, auctions, live breaks. You can even use it for your favorite team gear. Are you sitting on the next MVP or Hall of Famer? You decide. Enjoy another way to collect with 2025 Bowman Baseball and the all-new Red RC.
Topps Fanatics have been really into trying to create innovative ideas and differences in chasing and going after products in a way that is unique and different. So you're not just collecting for yourself, but you're collecting for potential future values. We've talked about it in previous shows, but I was very confused. So let's do this clarification. Mm-hmm. So as you open Bowman products, they'll be available in all formats, whether it's blasters, megas, hobby boxes, jumbos, it doesn't matter. They are in the products. They will be refractors, so they'll be chrome, and you'll see a red RC logo in the top left-hand corner.
And obviously not every RC card
Correct.
is a red RC.
Pretty rare.
Yeah.
Pretty rare. But they'll have one for each one of the rookies. So every rookie will have a version of the red RC. So as an example, on the website, they had Roki Sasaki as one of them. So the pitcher for the Dodgers. And they had the red RC. If that player wins Rookie of the Year, it will unlock, and now all of a sudden you have that red RC refractor of that player. It's now worth $100 in the Fanatics ecosphere. Now, that means that all the other players that didn't win Rookie of the Year, there's no timeline of them getting valuable
they're
over
out of the
time.
program.
Yes, they're out of the program. So only Roki Sasaki, as an example, would be there. Now, if that player wins MVP and Cy Young later on down their career, it goes from $100 to $300.
By the way, if they win both in 1 year, I think they only pay one of those.
They probably would.
I saw the fine print.
But now you have a chance to redeem it. If they win 2 or more, it goes to $500. If they win 3 or more, it goes to $700. And if it goes to the Hall of Fame, it's $1,000.
I love it. I may or may not have a birthday coming up and definitely have my eye on some of that. That said, the way it's set up, okay, the odds are really against me that I'm going to get an RC card in the first place, the red RC. The odds of that person winning Rookie of the Year, not great, but if they do, $100. But then if I'm going to sit on it from, Topps standpoint, the longer you hang on to the card, the greater the chances that we won't have to pay you anything. I appreciate it.
But what they said was unique in this is that they said there's a limited time for you to redeem it. So what's going to happen is, let's say that they go Rookie of the Year, right? Let's use Sasaki as an example. So his benchmarks are going to be MVP or Cy Young or both, which will probably never happen. Hasn't happened since Eckersley, I believe, was the last time that it happened. Cy Young and MVP same year. So really rare. But let's use Sasaki as an example. Or Dylan Cruz. Let's do that. It's easier.
We should use Jacob Wilson because he might actually do it.
Okay, so let's use Jacob Wilson.
I checked the list. He's on it.
Okay, so he's got a red refractor. He wins Rookie of the Year this year. It unlocks him. Now they're probably going to give you 18 to 24 months. I don't know the exact amount of you to be able to redeem it to get your $100. But maybe you go, he's pretty good. I think he might get MVP. So then you go, I'm going to go through the redemption period. I'm going to hold it. But if he never wins an MVP or he doesn't go to the Hall of Fame, it'll never exceed what you passed up on.
Right.
So it's like, it was worth at least $100 in fan value or Fanatics value. I'm going to roll the dice. I'm just going to continue keeping it and see what happens. So Peg Junk asked the question in the YouTube chat, but think about who would this fit? You know who would fit? Buster Posey. Buster Posey was Rookie of the Year. He won MVP, and he's likely going to be in the Hall of Fame. So if a Buster Posey type of player, you want to bet on that guy, you're going to have eventually up to $1,000. But once you probably pass the redemption period and it doesn't renew because the guy didn't win MVP or Cy Young, you missed your chance at $100. But how many times have we seen a Rookie of the Years actually turn into anything more than Rookie of the Year? It happens very infrequently that they turn into somebody bigger and better since then.
Yeah, my brain says, ha. My heart says, I got to get some of those. And I will.
Where's the next Pat Listash?
There you go.
Where's the next Bob Hamlin? You know what I mean? I'm naming guys that won.
Joe Charbonneau.
I'm trying to think. Fidrich?
Mark Fidrich.
The Bird?
Oh, yeah. At the time, he looked like, this
Marty Cordova.
Uh-huh.
These guys that win Rookie of the Year and then turn into nothing after that.
You know what I remember always about Marty Cordova? He missed a game in Oakland because he fell asleep in a tanning booth, and he was so burned he couldn't play in the sun, and he had to miss some games.
So wait, that's that's worse than Lionel Simmons.
Oh, by far.
Lionel Simmons was, I can't play. I've hurt my hand playing Game Boy too much.
Yeah.
Right?
Yesterday, Henry was in here, and he said he didn't play with Lionel, but he said they used to play that stuff all the time.
Video games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
So if you figure that's, sometimes we forget that these guys are in their early 20s.
Yeah.
Like, in the early 20s, I used to just sit at home and play video games and drink a 2-liter of Coke. Did you know I'm diabetic type 2? Wonder if you want to know how I got there. The origin story.
Maybe for another day.
It was NBA Live 96 and a 2-liter of regular Pepsi.
That'll do it, I guess.
Oh, this is Ramsey says, Ramsey's in there, and he says Jerome Walton, 1990.
Cubs.
Of the Cubs, Jerome Walton.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to think who was on the other side of that for the American League.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Ramsey will find out. Because Anthony's already asleep listening to lo-fi right now.
Yeah, I'm out right now. Sorry, guys. All
right, so this Bowman.
It's a great point you raised. Quite often, Rookie of the Year ends up being, okay.
Look, we kind of know who's in and who's not this year. We know who's in the running. Is Sasaki in the running, would you say?
Right now, I don't think he'd be a favorite.
Let me ask you this question. Is Jung Hoo part of this? Is he
I think he wasn't he a rookie last year? I didn't see his name on the list. I'd have to double check.
Okay, when you check, we'll check next show. But Jacob Wilson is definitely in the next shot.
Yeah. A lot of people consider him the odds-on favorite to an American League Rookie of the Year.
Is that what's considered? I guess we would have to see what the odds are. But if that'd be great.
Yeah, but he's off to a great start.
I'd redeem it right away.
I would too.
Yeah, like the chances.
Although with him, he is one of the few guys that go, well, with that hit tool, maybe I'd hang on to it. But the smart move definitely
But you have to look at the competition, right? So, like, I'm going to use a football analogy. It's hard for me to invest in anybody in the AFC West while Mahomes is still around. So it's like, okay, do I want to invest in a quarterback for the Raiders or the Chargers or who else is in the AFC West?
Chiefs, Chargers,
Denver,
Broncos.
Denver's. Like those quarterbacks are tough because they won't. It's highly unlikely for them to get past Mahomes while he's still in his prime.
Since opening as a plus 300 favorite, Sasaki has maintained his status near the top of the NL Rookie of the Year market. 3.86 ERA, 24 strikeouts,
Who's
in
this?
30 and a third innings. Roki Sasaki.
Okay, so he's
Dylan
considered.
Cruz has also been near the top of the market since January.
Yeah. So you start looking at some of these guys and you're like, whoa, this is pretty impressive. Maybe I will start to snap up as many of those Bowman Red Refractors as I can, but it's going to inflate a value. So, for example, a regular refractor non-auto of a player, probably $5 to $10.
Mm-hmm.
If you see that this guy's kind of separating himself from the pack and that you're going to be able to get $100 of Fanatics value out of this thing, maybe that card now starts selling for $50, $60, $70. It's like having a gift card for $100.
Yeah.
How much could you sell it for? 80 real cash? Because somebody's going to say, hey, I really want to use that $100 in the Fanatics ecosphere. So you're going to see cards like that jump in value. We had an example of that. Topps Chrome has their redemption every year, their MVP redemption.
Mm-hmm.
So a base card of Aaron Judge or Ohtani last year gave you $20 store credit. So you'd see people selling them on eBay and they'd be getting $15 for a card that's normally worth 50 cents. So you're going to start seeing that same thing happen with the red RCs.
Yeah, I was surprised at what you could get for the last year, the redemptions, because like you said, the base cards, they gave you a pretty good chunk, and then the refractors were
$40,
valuable. Yeah.
$40, and then numbered ones were going for up to $120.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see that same type of idea with the Bowman Red Refractors.
When is Topps Chrome is usually June?
Coming up, yeah.
That's my
It's
favorite.
probably one of our next releases. Right now, we just got Topps Chrome Black. That came in last week.
Mhm.
We have it on our shelf for $259. Great product. We sell out of it pretty well. Bowman right now, Jumbo, which has 3 autographs in there, that's at $625 on our shelf. We have Hobby at $319 on our shelf. We have Blasters at $30 on our shelf. So all of those plus tax, but we've been selling right through them, and people would love the Blasters. In fact, I think I'm almost out. I'll be out today. So we have that. So that's a new release, and Bowman and Topps Chrome Black have been great. We also had Impeccable Football come through. That's the one that has like 8 cards with 5 hits.
Those are not Chrome?
They are canvasy type feel, and almost every single autograph is on card. So that's beautiful. No sticker, or for the most part. And they also have the opportunity for you to get a Troy ounce silver piece in the Impeccable as well.
Really?
Yeah, it's a Troy ounce. So really thick. You have to use the 360 point one touches. So one of the thickest cards you can have. It's a little bar of silver.
360.1 touch is a type of card case. I think.
What a real card par there. He's the expert here. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Impeccable is licensed Panini stuff,
Right.
right?
Yeah, that's right around a little over $1,300 a box. Yeah. That's why breaker products are so important, because a lot of people can't just go, yeah, you know what? Give me that box over there for $1,300.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times they get into breaks.
Not everybody's got Anthony's money.
No. Well, a guy that can relax like that and pay for a box of $1,300, pretty impressive. Yeah, so I just will tell you that the Impeccable has been great. Again, as we're winding down this licensing program with Panini, this is stuff that you might want to buy.
What about Impeccable Golf? You got any Impeccable Golf?
Okay, you're being silly, and I love it.
Silly. I think it's a legitimate question on a card show.
Live Golf released Impeccable. I have it on my shelf at $525. It's got Brooks Koepka, Sergio Garcia,
Any rookie
Bryson
cards?
DeChambeau. Yes, I don't know if they're all rookies or not, but it's the first time Live Golf has had products. They just came out with their Panini Prism version about a month and a half ago. It's been selling okay, but this is a Live Golf Impeccable.
Mm-hmm.
I only have 1 box. Please come and buy it.
Oh, it's probably gone by now.
I hope
By
so.
the time I finish this sentence, it is gone.
It gone. Yeah,
1 pack per box, 8 cards per pack.
yeah.
Wow.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So about
On-card
70.
signatures, embedded metal bars. That's a 2024. Pardon me. impeccable.
I don't boo or hope that things fail, but I'm not a live golf fan.
Mhm.
And so I went there to go, well, these guys might be making a lot of money, but they're not playing in front of anybody. And then I look and it's like, dude, they had like 500,000 people, 300,000 people at their last. Like, I'm just a PGA guy. You know what I mean?
4 autos per box, though. Chase Team quad autographs, elegance memorabilia autographs, and watercolor signatures. Ooh.
We're
No thanks.
talking about Mickelson, and I think Norman's in that too. Anybody affiliated with Live Golf is going to be in that product. So, no Tiger.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Good for Tiger.
Oh, bless their heart.
Yeah.
Bless their heart. Oh, so Peg Jung says Rahm rookie is my guy.
John Rahm. Okay.
Rahm. Yeah. I have no clue.
John Rahm. Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
It's a golfer. You said Rahm. He's referring to John Rahm. I'm just helping you out.
I thought it was
John
Rahm Emanuel. He's talking about the political guy.
Yeah.
So we've got that Live Golf. Let's talk about Resurgence Football. This is a new product that's given out by Topps, unlicensed with the NFL, but all the players are there, including autographs of your favorite rookies like Caleb Williams, Jalen Daniels, Bo Nix, and Drake May. All of those are options. Resurgence Football. I don't have any hobby left. I do have blasters that we just put on the wall at $35. Fun product. You said something about being glow in the dark. What are you talking about?
Well, I saw this week. I was, shopping for some cards. But I got to ask Emron about this. Resurgence Football. This is a blaster box. Look for electrolytes short print insert cards.
When I think of
Seriously.
electrolytes, I think of like a drink.
Does that mean it's like you turn it on the back or something? Is that little battery in it? I wanted to ask you. That sounds really exciting, but I really have no idea necessarily what that actually means. Electrolyte short print insert cards.
Electrolyte short printing. I could just see you in the bathroom with the lights off going, I thought they were going to glow in the dark. I don't know. It seems, again, I think they're testing a lot of different brands to kind of see what's going to stick and what's not once the NFL licensing comes in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited about that. We're seeing some of the products that are floating to the top and some that are like, it's not going to work. I think products that will float to the top are Cosmic, because the Cosmic baseball does really well.
They're
Because
really
that's
fun.
licensed.
Yeah, I've only had the basketball. I've gotten a couple at your store, and they're awesome. I that's the unlicensed.
And the
so
ideas
far.
are pretty
But I think
cool.
The baseball be incredible.
Yeah, well, baseball already has been
Yeah,
out
yeah,
the last
right,
few years.
right.
And you could see, like, last year's Topps Chrome Cosmic was going for like $500 a box. And you're getting Topps Chrome Cosmic basketball right now at my shop
Yes.
for $250.
Mm-hmm.
So you can imagine when they have a licensed version of it, it's going to be, $500 plus. As much as people are excited about having Topps and Fanatics having the licensing, don't get used to this $250 a box nonsense. It's not going to happen once the full licensing is there. You're going to have every guy autographing in there. I mean, you're going to have the best of all worlds under the licensed product.
So it's
Get ready.
going to be like from 250 to 3.
Times,
Oh man.
yeah, we're looking at some serious money on some of these products, but that's what people want. They want options that are going to be valuable if they're going to spend their money on stuff.
Is that supportive? Are prices that high supportive in today's?
In this economy, I have
environment?
no clue. I mean, when the damn top loaders are freaking $80 for 3 of them, it's I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I
you
brought
know.
in some cards to show Emron today, and he's like, "I don't care about the cards, but you got some nice
These top loaders I can reuse.
You got some nice top loaders there."
Dude, during the pandemic, a pack of 25 top loaders was going for $12. That was insane. And I mentioned it on a few shows ago that like we went from $7 to $9 for 35 count top loaders. I can see right now that's kind of where my threshold is, because it's costing me almost as much to get them as I was selling them previous to the uptype. Right. So it's a scenario where we don't know, but for those of you that are top loading dollar cards, I'd probably suggest against it at this
Are
moment.
you concerned about the supply at some point, like just not having enough? Potentially.
I'm not interested in getting into a political conversation today.
No,
but I'll tell you this.
Possibility, right?
Look at the shelf starting
Yeah,
next
right,
month on
right.
every product, particularly
Yeah.
coming from overseas.
Mhm.
We're going to start having people hoarding toilet paper. In fact, you're going to have a tough time wrapping your cards up here in a little bit. We're laughing. Let me give you the background on this.
Funny.
Whitey came in with some cards. We're going to play a game here in a few minutes with all of you that are listening. And that would require you to call in or text us at 916-339-1140, YouTube or text line, or call us in.
In fact, you could call in now if you want to participate in the
We're giving away
basketball
cards.
card lottery.
Yeah, they give basketball card lottery. We'll start that in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, but you might want to call in now.
So Whitey brings in
1140 1-800-921-1140.
And Whitey has brought in his own personal collection cards to give away today.
Some of them, yeah.
And so he brings them out. They're sleeved, as in the plastic sleeve. No top loaders. He knows how expensive those can be, so he doesn't want to waste money on that. But he brings them in wrapped up in toilet paper,
Right.
like a mummy.
Right.
And then, so as
in a box, put that in a box, yeah.
which you found out quickly that it's cheaper to just do it that way, even though the toilet paper is going to be hoarded in the next 2-3 months, to wrap all your cards in toilet paper. So I have pictures that I'll upload to YouTube. I'll upload to our Instagram, True Sports Cards, where it shows Whitey unraveling these cards that he'll be giving away. It's very exciting.
Well, I don't know. No one is signing up for the lottery.
Anybody?
So, yeah.
The Bueller? We're
Yeah.
giving away free cards, 916-339-1140, and we'll send them to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you
so
want to play, just
if you
call
wanna
now
play,
if you
just-
want to play,
if you wanna play.
participate in the basketball card lottery.
You know, it'd be embarrassing having nobody play.
Oh, I've been doing this a long time.
Does it happen?
Sure.
What's the worst giveaway contest that you were ever a part of in your illustrious 35-year
I don't
career?
really want to be remembered. I don't want to think back on that. And B, I don't want to embarrass anybody or anything. So nothing comes to mind, but I'm going to leave.
I'm going to take the fifth, is what you just said. Okay, well, what's one that you had high hopes for that didn't turn out the way you thought? I'm going to keep going, asking you these questions.
No, there's
What was the most successful one then? Fine.
the most successful giveaway.
That you were like, oh my goodness, the lines are blowing up.
I mean, we used to give it, when you give away concert tickets on a rock station for the hottest bands, you have to have, you have to limit it. Like everyone's calling, but only, one of every 20 of you has actually got a shot at winning anything. So,
So you don't want to talk about it.
I really don't have much to say on it.
You really want to just move on to this contest. So the teeth.
Well, the thing is, the answer may be this. All right, that's what I don't want to. That's what I want to tell you. The answer may end up being this game right now, and
So-
I'm trying to avoid
Yeah,
that.
we're trying.
You're
Well,
not picking up the hint.
okay, we did the contest. No callers, no chat, text messages, no nothing. We'll see you next week, or maybe we won't.
Yeah.
Is anybody listening? Let's go with this. Tomorrow is Mother's Day.
Yes.
Talking about mummies,
Nice segue.
and you mummified your cards
There you go.
with toilet
Yeah, I
paper.
mean, if you're proud of that, then fine. Whatever works for you.
Tell us about this game, Whitey.
All right, it's the basketball card lottery because we have the NBA lottery, of course, coming up.
Monday.
Which we are not affiliated with in any way. But the way it works here is we have some rookie cards, and you call in 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140, and you pick your ping pong ball, which is you just give us a number. Anthony has assigned a ping pong ball to each card. I can tell you.
I think
some
we have 5
cards
cards to give away.
5? Okay. Neither Emran nor I know the connection. So when you pick a number, we don't know what you've won until we go to
We know
Anthony.
cards are because you brought them in with toilet
Yeah,
paper, but we
yeah.
don't know which one is affiliated to each number.
Right. So some of the prospects available in the card lottery, I think we might have Tyrese Halliburton, a Mosaic National Pride rookie, Cade Cunningham rated rookie. I think there's an Anthony Edwards in there, Prism Draft picks rookie. So we got a handful of nice cards there. There may be one or two, wah-wahs in there. I don't know.
I
can't
hope
remember
not. If we could just get one person to do it, this would be good.
Yeah.
It
That's
won't be
actually
the
not a
worst
great idea, huh?
It won't be the worst contest ever if we have one participant. If you're in the YouTube chat, just put in a number 1 through 5. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah,
Anthony?
I think we only have 5. Yeah, 5 to choose
Oh,
from.
he's
Well,
on the
we'll see.
phone. He's on the phone with somebody.
Yeah, Anthony's setting stuff up, so we'll give him a second here because he's scrambling because Emran has the most complicated system for distributing these cards that you've ever heard of. So we have got to get like
It's
a DNA
hand delivered.
sample, and we
Yeah.
need your your family tree going back.
I'm
gonna
need a real ID.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have 2 people on hold who are ready for you to.
Let's
begin
do it.
right now.
All right,
Go
let's do a
ahead.
couple here. Let's start with then, and look, we got people calling in now. So Anthony,
Oh my
will be
God,
busy.
people!
Let's start with Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Welcome to the True Sports Card.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Basketball card lottery. You big card collector or just moderate or what's your
I
into?
just started. Emily knows me. I've been in and out of the shop lately.
Hey, Jeff.
okay.
Jeff goes like this. I heard free. I'm in. I don't even care what it is. Just give it to me.
Okay.
1 through 5, Jeff.
He knows me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which ping pong ball do you want? And Emmerich and I do not know till we go to Anthony what you've won, but what ping pong ball 1 through 5 do you want to pick?
1.
Gonna pick ping pong ball number 1.
Anthony is.
Yeah.
You know what it
Everybody's
is.
pulling it out of the
Drum
machine
roll,
now.
please.
Yeah.
All right.
He asked for a drum roll. He's the one.
No, I thought you could do it on the thing. I don't know, like on the table.
Oh.
You know. You can
Oh
do
yeah.
that. You won Anthony Edwards.
Anthony
Wow.
Edwards, Jeff.
Sweet.
Jeff, you've won Anthony Edwards Prism Draft Pick Silver Crusade rookie card.
And on top of that, Jeff, when you give us the, we're going to get your email off air with Anthony. I'll also include a free pack too. So we'll make sure that we get that over to you.
Wow, look at
Okay.
that. So you are a lottery winner, Jeff. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. And just for for the heck of it, all these cards are coming straight from my collection. So
Yeah, you know what that means. All right, so you got another caller on. Don't
do.
worry, YouTube chat. I'm going to treat you separately. They're putting in little
okay.
numbers in there. I'm going to give them different cards for them.
all right.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it'll be a YouTube version, but we'll do the call-in version. When people speak, that's really important to me. So.
Yeah, thank you. You know, we don't take a lot of calls here. So one of the things I've learned in radio, when you say, hey, call us up, some sometimes people are like, you never take calls. So
Or
people have
they
to,
go-
oh, they actually had talked to Jeff. I'm
But
gonna
it's
call.
2025. Like, why are you calling me?
Right.
Right? Text
Yeah.
me this.
So I get it. So thank you. People responding now. And here's Jay with us on Sacktown Sports.
Is it Jay, your producer?
Well, I don't know. Hello, Jay.
Well, I don't sound as good as Jay the producer.
Okay,
but
got you.
Jay, tell us about, if you would, please, your interest in
Yeah.
sports cards, favorite sport, or what you collect, or anything.
favorite sport is baseball for my whole life. A lot of farm league teams. My parents brought me up on minor league teams.
Yep.
Giants fan. And I started collecting cards in the 80s, but I started again about a year and a half ago, and now I'm hooked. I just bought my
Dude.
first Topps Chrome hobby box last week. I don't buy like stuff over $160 because I don't have it, but
I like the
It was
160
great.
mark, not even 150. He said 160.
Yeah.
Topps
Chrome
Chrome
Hobby.
And it threw in the place that I won't name, threw in some penny sleeves and top loaders.
Ooh. Okay.
The place that you won't name?
He doesn't want. He went somewhere other.
Oh,
than
it was.
there. He went to a different shop. Bless you. He's being nice.
We've disconnected Jay. Jay, great talking to you. Click. No, all right. Look.
Yeah. All right, Jay.
I go to Rockland though too.
Okay, well, come spend time with me. Especially
Yeah,
now, I'm
no
gonna
doubt.
make
I'm
you
out of
pick.
touch.
I'm not shipping this to you. You are picking it up at my store.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Jay, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, I want the toilet paper.
We don't have baseball cards for you. I'm sorry, but we do have the basketball lottery here. So one's off the board. 2, 3, 4, or 5. Which ping pong ball do you want?
I'll take the late De'Aaron Fox number 5.
The late
Number-
dear Fox, rest in peace.
Number 5. All right. So that's. Oh, you want your.
Yeah, there you go.
Drum roll.
That sounds great.
We're hitting our
all
chest
right.
like
Anthony,
gorillas.
What does ping pong ball number 5 get, Jay?
Bowl.
Oh no!
Now you definitely. Why did you do that to him?
It was random. It's
Now
all
he's
random.
definitely not going to come to my store.
Sorry.
No, Jay, you're a baseball guy. I'll make sure to include a baseball pack, sealed pack for you as well. I'm sorry about the bowl. Yeah, I didn't know that was an option. Why did you do that to him?
Well, we thought it would be more fun than.
Yeah, it
when
is
we
fun
sent
for
it out
Jay.
there. Yeah. Thank you, Jay.
Well,
Yeah, we got your
The
info. Yeah.
afternoon show, I might have to go. I'll stick with it.
That didn't do anything but seal him not coming in.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Oh
Whitey.
no, you're gonna make it
This is
work
going
as
well.
right?
Yeah, we'll make sure you get a pack.
That
Thanks, Jay, for calling in.
That was unfortunate.
You guys are great. Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I got a correction here. Yo, Emron,
Yeah.
it says this was Jess. Oh, sorry. Is that Jay still on there?
Yeah.
Jay, you're good.
Yeah, I'm here.
You're good, man. We'll see you at the shop.
Okay.
Anthony's going to get that information from you off the. So, side note, this is completely separate. You could take Jay off the line now. Jess texted me. He said, "Hey, he said his name Anthony said his name was Jeff, Jeff. It's Jess,
Okay.
Jess, as in short for Jesse.
Gotcha,
So,
Jesse.
He said
Sorry
thanks for
about
the
that.
Anthony Edwards. So.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying that. And Jay, yeah, I didn't even have Bull on my list. I know we had talked about that early on, and then
it was-
you know, we probably shouldn't.
We probably should put that in there, and then you still did it. Who else is next? Let's go.
How about Rich joining us? Hello, Rich. How are you?
I'm doing great, guys. How are you?
Good.
Great.
This isn't Rich from San Diego, is it?
It is Rich from San Diego.
Are you going to be able to? Well, let's see. You're going to send the card.
Yeah, I'm going to mail
Yeah.
or I'll drive down there and drop it off.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, any excuse.
Yeah,
to go
come on
there.
down. Come on down, man. I'll take you to my favorite Mexican restaurant,
Which one is that?
Ponce's. It's in Kensington,
So
right
check-
off the 15.
So check this out. Back when I was really heavy in real estate and I wanted to coach, I was going to go work down there and move to Cardiff by the Sea. That's where I was going to live.
Oh yeah.
And there's a place called the
Nice.
Boathouse, and it's one of the best
Okay.
restaurants I've ever been to. It's in Coronado, and
Okay.
I ate king crab legs.
Yeah.
Oh my
Uh-huh.
goodness,
Hmm.
they were
Yeah,
humongous
yeah.
and expensive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Left
Yeah.
an impression on you. All right, Rich. We appreciate your time. Know you're busy. We have here in the.
Sorry.
That's-
Yeah, I am. I'm roasting chilies right now. That's why I'm choking a little bit.
Oh, no problem. No
That's
problem. Just don't
That's what
choke
we do
this.
in San Diego, you know.
Yes, I know.
Go
Don't
ahead.
choke this pick. You
Okay.
got number ping pong balls
Nope.
2, 3, and 4 left. Which one do you want to go
Okay.
with?
I'm going to go for right in the middle of the road, number 3.
Okay, ping pong ball number 3.
Anthony,
Anthony, who's busy lining up callers as he's dispensing information and prizes. Number 3, Anthony is.
Number 3 is Cade Cunningham.
Hey, Cade
Whoa!
Cunningham. Yeah. Are
All
you
right.
are you a basketball guy at all?
Heck yeah.
Okay, good. So
That's
you
my
did.
main thing, basketball guy.
Oh, perfect.
You bet.
Perfect.
This is a Cade
Remember,
Cunningham.
I know you don't remember, but I picked last time I was the one and only time I was in your shop. I picked up a Malik Monk rookie card.
I know exactly who you are.
Okay.
I know
Yes.
You were
exactly.
so nice to put those other cards in the slot in the thing sleeves for me. That was awesome.
Yeah, no problem. Please don't
And
say
then-
that again because people
yeah.
are going to ask for free cards now.
Oh, okay.
We'll keep that.
No, you didn't
Hey,
give me free cards.
oh, I didn't. Did I charge you for all of
Can
them?
you imagine it?
Beautiful.
It's the chilies. They're affecting us. Thank you, Rich.
Thanks,
We
Rich.
appreciate
All right,
it.
guys,
Yeah.
take care.
Rich
Have a
is
good
one
day.
of, yeah, you too. Cade Cunningham, rated rookie, Donruss Optic.
You're just giving away money like it's no business.
Mm-hmm. It's not a
Good.
prism or refractor, but it is a Cade Cunningham rated rookie Donruss Optic. That right now I'm sitting here going, why am I giving that away?
We got
For really
two
no-
more to give away. We got 2 more to give away. Go.
I'm really giving that away. We don't have anybody lined up right now.
Okay, so then
we got some people calling. Yeah,
What?
so it's going to take him just a second.
oh, because he's talking to each one of them.
Yeah, so he's been busy. Thank you. So far, I mean, only 3 picks in. Other than the Bull, I think it's gone pretty well.
Bobo is quite the player, though. If they let him play, he played for Phoenix this past year, and when they put him in, the guy does.
Yeah,
Some
and
pretty
I believe
amazing
it is.
stuff.
All these are rookie cards in the spirit of the lottery.
You didn't even say what it was. It was a Bobo mosaic.
I didn't.
You didn't. You
But
probably.
he's got. It's strange, and I
It's-
apologize if you're on radio can't. But he's got like his back to the camera. He's kind of turning like, yeah.
Like, you're like,
What about?
you want me to go in? No? Sit back down? You know what's funny is that it doesn't matter what the qualifier is. It's not like you went, what's a mosaic? Oh, well then,
Tell me
say
more.
less.
Yeah. Listen, thanks to everybody calling in. We're not going to be able to get everybody on here. Maybe
Yes, we can.
Well, I don't know if we
We'll
have
go
time.
late. We'll go over. Nobody wants to.
Yeah. So
nobody wants to
yeah.
start. Does anyone want to listen to? This is what you want to listen to.
I'm not saying we won't. I'm just saying we might not be able to.
no, we're
And
going
again,
over.
Hopefully, Emran and I'll try to convince him. We get more calls on something.
Yeah, we should probably do more calls.
Yeah, it's fun. People have fun. This is just supposed to be fun. Damn it! Let's have fun.
We will continue this until we have fun.
All right. Do we have David then ready to go? No, we don't. Okay, sorry. Yeah, Anthony is doing a lot of phone juggling here. So
Are you taking calls? Are you? What's going on back there?
So I have to get their email and their name while you guys are getting me on the air.
I know.
So
I understand.
Alejandro is ready.
Okay.
Alejandro.
Thank you. Yeah,
That's-
like I said, honestly, he's doing a lot of stuff back there. In addition to,
There's multitasking and then just tasking.
and he's got the
And he's
ping
in the
pong
middle of
balls.
tax.
He's got to get out and
He's
everything.
got to get the big
so-
ball. Alejandro,
yeah.
let's get Alejandro on there.
Alejandro, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well, and yourselves?
Good. Thank you very much for participating. We appreciate it. Hope this goes well for you. But it's up to the fates at this point. So you have 2 ping pong balls left. We have ping pong ball number 2 and number 4, Alejandro. and you may select, and then we just have to find out from Anthony what you've drawn.
I'm going to pick number 4, please.
Number 4, Chris Webber, right? What's number 4?
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
The late.
He said the
All
late
right,
great.
I didn't mean to
Dear Vet.
suggest you had a Chris Webber card. I apologize there. I didn't mean to be misleading. But Anthony, number 4 is
Number 4 is Devin Carter.
Oh,
Devin Carter,
King's rookie.
It's a Devin Carter Hoops rookie, and it's a Prism, silver Prism.
Let me see that real quick.
Yeah.
This is nice, Devin Carter.
It's another one that I
And
kind
who's premium stock.
wish I'd kind of held on to that.
Yeah,
so.
I wish I didn't bring it and give it away.
So-
Alejandro, thank you. We're going to be shipping that out to you, and I'll make sure I throw it in the pack as well.
How about that,
All
Alejandro?
right, perfect. Or is it actually okay if I come by the store tomorrow to pick it up?
Let me think
You're
here.
open?
Do I want you to come by our store to spend money? Yeah, we're open. Mother's Day. Be sure to love up mom or the moms in your
Yeah.
world.
And here's the card
Oh,
right
yeah,
here.
we'll
so
have
give
it
to you
ready
now
to go.
give to Alejandro.
We'll put Alejandro right there. Got it.
Thank you,
We'll
Alejandro.
see you tomorrow.
We appreciate it very much.
We got one left. Let's give it away.
Perfect. Thank you.
One left. What will it
Is
be?
there a
So
call?
one guy dropped after I got his information. His name was Dan. I say we just give him the last card.
All right.
Oh, look at that.
Let's do
All
it.
right.
We don't have to
Yeah,
do that.
so
Ping pong
he's-
ball number 2 to Dan, unless he's decided this tomfoolery is beneath me. But
He might have decided that with the way that the phones were going back here. But honestly,
the ping
he
pong ball number
got
2 then, yeah?
Tyrese Halliburton.
Hey, you know the Kings are looking for a point guard.
This is a Tyrese Halliburton Mosaic National Pride rookie card. So there you go. That's the complete, the first ever.
You gave away your own cards.
I did.
I'm so proud of you.
You got to commit to the bit in radio. And
Commit
I
to the
committed
bit.
to the bit.
Yeah, the fact that we have to un-toilet paper all these to make sure that they go out there. I'll tell you what, we'll give them a game-used piece of toilet paper along with that
doesn't
card.
sound. I know you're trying to be funny, but that doesn't sound right.
It's not. Is it used? Oh, it's because it's used. That's why you don't want to do it.
Yeah. That's why. But sure, whatever works.
Hey, are we back next week?
I think we are.
I think we are.
Yeah. You sound disappointed. We'll talk to you next week. Thank you, Emran. Go see Emran. Make sure you take your things to be authenticated. Today.
Yes, drop them off for JSA. And happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful moms that are out there. Hope you have a great weekend. You deserve it.
Enjoy your weekend.
You might find an old Doug Christie numbered 101. I tell you.